Alright, so before we get started with this, I just wanted to ask that if you find these videos at all valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. So what I'm going to be doing here is a bit of an unboxing on a pair of Crockett Jones Whiskey Shell Cordovan Lindrick boots. Here's just a close-up of the product code and description on these before we get started. Alright, so in the box you've got standard Crockett Jones boot bags and the shell boots. So as far as coloring goes on these, I mean they're Horween Whiskey Shell Cordovan. The video is representing them quite, they're fairly true. The video is fairly true to color on these. Now, a bit about the brand Crockett Jones. So it's a company started in 1879 in Northampton, England, and they put out really fine men's dress shoes and boots. They also have a line of women's dress shoes and boots, and they really in the realm of women's footwear. They put out a nice product. I decided to pick these up really because of the shell on them. So it's not too often you get to see the Horween Whiskey Shell Cordovan coming out of Crockett Jones, and they currently do not actually have this boot for sale on the website in this color. They do, however, have the Pembroke shoe as of May 2020 on the website, and the Pembroke shoe is very similar to this Lindrick boot. If you imagine cutting the Lindrick sort of along this Brogue line here, that would give you the Pembroke shoe. Now, it's a wingtip Brogue boot, so I'm just going to give you a close-up of the stitching and of the broguing on this. It's got a 360-degree storm welt on this boot. Really, I mean, these are very clean in terms of construction. I'm not noticing anything wrong with them, which you would expect. I mean, these are going to retail for around $1,200, so if you're paying over $1,000 for a pair of boots, they better be perfect, in my eyes. These are going to have brass eyelets all the way up. They're going to have a cotton, most likely cotton polyester. I'm not sure exactly what this is made of. Heel tab on this. The sole, here's a close-up of the sole. So one thing to note about Crockett Jones products is really they do, I think, the nicest job finishing the sole of any shoe company that I've seen. Really shouldn't matter because you're going to wear this down in a day, but it almost makes you not want to wear them when they're right out of the box. Just a very clean finish on the sole. There's a close-up of the laces. I mean, this is probably my biggest gripe with these boots. I do not like the laces they came with. I'll probably end up swapping them out, but that's a minor $10 swap. As far as sizing goes on these, so these are a size 10E, which is going to be equivalent to a size US 11D. Got to remember, Crockett Jones, they use UK sizing, so you're going to have to size down a full size usually from your Brannock device measurement. These are this specific pair is in a width E, so that is a UK width E, Crockett Jones width E, which is going to be equivalent to a USD width. So 11D US would equal 10 E UK. And then just to compare both boots in terms of the color on them, I mean they're actually, so they're a bit lighter than what the video is capturing right now. I can't quite capture both pair here. Definitely a bit lighter than what you're seeing. And now in terms of the shell that was used in these, like I mentioned before, Crockett Jones, like every other nice footwear company out there, they use Horween Shell Cordovan. And I just wanted to give you a comparison between a pair of Alden Shell Cordovan short wing shoes and these Lindrick whiskey shell Cordovan boots. So, I mean, as you can see, the shell between the Aldens and the Crockett Jones, it's fairly similar. The welt on the Aldens is a bit lighter, so it's kind of skewing the color comparison between the two. But really, in person, they're very close. And I don't notice really any flaws in the shell on the Crockett Jones here. I mean, you'll sometimes buy a pair of whiskey shell boots or shoes, and they come looking completely different colors. I mean, you may have, you know, the vamp looking like a light caramel color, and then the back piece here looking completely dark. So they kind of Frankenstein stuff together. But really, these look almost identical between the two pair. So that concludes the review. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments. And once again, if you found this at all valuable, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting follow-up reviews on these as I wear them. I'm fully expecting these to last quite literally my lifetime. So, you know, I'll probably end up getting them resold in a few years, but the shell should just enhance with age. So thanks for watching, and take care, everybody.